Hey guys, Cormac here to replay some of Geneforge 4. I've already replayed a good chunk of what I wanted to replay. What I'm going after is the Trakovite ending. I have loaded the save from when I was about to go into Quessa Us. I did all that. I went through that whole deal, did everything exactly the same, except I did not get the Drakon papers, so Kima Us is not hostile to me, but there's really not a lot going on there. I've gone through Geslin Freehold and did all that, and went through there, talked to the guy inside Frostwood. Nothing else in particular different. Just didn't get the Shapers the Unbound specifications, and they didn't really care. Or at least they didn't say they cared. They didn't act like it. Also, I have leveled up slightly differently here. I put more points in the Blessing magic. I'm still using the Stability boots instead of the Polychromorous shoes, but I'll probably switch them out soon anyway, despite only having 3 dexterity afterwards. But yes, Blessing magic, so I can cast Essence on it. See? I can only cast it if I'm wearing the Ethereal Seal, though, for the +1. Doesn't increase your health, and this one just increases your armor, I think. Anyway, I'll go back to wearing the Impervious Band, and then these are my defenses afterwards. 81% armor. Not bad. It'd be better if I was wearing the Shaper Breastplate, though. 92% armor. Yeah, I think I'll stick with that. Anyway, talk to Greta. How did you get here? I suppose I should read all this. Finally meet up with General Greta. Unsurprisingly, she managed to reach Northforge Citadel well before you, and she looks furious. You get close to her mid-rant. She is unleashing a long, obscene tirade about the Drakons, their treatment of her, and some task they expect her to perform. Just as she reaches a crescendo of fury, she notices you. With effort, she calms down. Ah, she says. You made it. Good. Drakons, we're waiting to administer the next humiliation until the envoy. That's you. Got here. How'd you get here? I walked, same as you, but quickly. I didn't want to give the Drakons a chance to change their minds and cause me more trouble. And when everyone I met saw how angry I was, they were smart enough not to bother me. I had a few problems too. Not surprised. The Drakons and their servants are getting more arrogant by the day. So we will need to work out one way or the other. We will need to work this out one way or the other. Since the Shapers are held back by the Unbound. Okay. What's happening in Northforge Citadel? The making of the Unbound and nothing else. The Drakons are ready to unleash their new army. That's good, I suppose, but everything else has been allowed to decay. This is my worst fear. The Geneforge of Northforge Citadel is inactive. No new life crafters are being made. But it's the Shapers that are responsible. It's the Drakons! Geneforge is still here. Still here, still intact, completely unused. No new perspectives, no trainers to teach them. It's vile, reprehensible. So once the Unbound are unleashed, I will correct this wrong. I see the Geneforge. I'd stay away from it. Get closer. And have a powerful and deadly pull on those who should use it least. Where'd everyone go? Kicked out by the Drakons, sent to Burwood to fight. But I will find them. I will bring them all back, or it will come to blows. And the task? Oh yes, you'll need to talk to Karakis about it. She points to the south. The Drakons think they have to do a lot of testing. The Unbound need a final test before they are unleashed. And that they say we have to be tested too. So that leads them to this fresh outrage. We're expected to fight their Unbound. Everyone Everyone will be tested together. They insist on this before any of us will be allowed into the inner chambers. You expect us to fight the Unbound? Yes, it's perverse Dracon logic. In their newfound contempt for all forms of life, they will only accept fellow rebels, those who have displayed their strength to their approval. Oh, this will not be the end of this. I will make sure that this insult will not continue. But for now, we must submit. It's the only way they will let us be involved in the final act of shaping. We can't allow this to happen without someone, who isn't a Dracon, present. Who knows what madness will grip them without us to keep them in check. What should I do? Talk to Caracas. Okie dokie then. Let's talk to Caracas. I don't think my leadership's high enough. No, I didn't know where I was going. I do have the shield, so I can have it at 12, but I don't think that's enough either. I have not gone through the Black Door dungeon, and I probably won't. I should be able to get by without that extra experience. Hopefully. New creation in this cavern are tended to by one large Dracon. They're all freshly shaped, and the Dracon is both leading them and disciplining them. More powerful creation types sometimes require effort to get them to submit. The Dracon sees you, he lets out a long, sulphurous sigh and walks over to you. I am War Master Caracas. Carcass. The rotting carcass. Says quietly. I have chosen to be the one to deal with you. The other Dracons are spared this effort. You and Greta wish a great honor, I am told. You wish to be present at the final shaping of the Unbound. You will not allow this until you have proven your worthiness. I will be the one directing you, as I did when we met before. Do as I say, and he will recognize you as worthy. Now you recognize him. You met him briefly at the Cairn Gates, far to the south, when he led his raid against the Shaper camp, and he was way too strong for you to fight. The Unbound are almost ready to be created? Yes. The triumph of the Dracons is at hand. The work of many years is almost complete. We purified our design, unleashing full, unbroken power. They are glorious things, machines of death. They are hard to control, but we will manage. This project has been going on for a while. Ever since Yas shaped Galdring, and Galdring shaped the next generation of Dracons and so on, we have purified ourselves, using the arts of the Shapers to make ourselves stronger. The Shapers are fools. If they used their powers to purify themselves, they would not be about to be destroyed by us. The Unbound are hard to control. They have a tendency to attack everything nearby. This makes them dangerous. Once the Shapers are gone, the Western Terrestria has been leveled. We will absorb the Unbound and modify them to make them more sensible. You get the Western Terrestria up there so unpredictable. We can control them to some extent. With great effort. Enough for their journey to Quessa us, and then west. Once they are past the swamps and the Shaper lands, we will release them when the burning begins. Okie dokie. Okay, after I do the fighting in the arena, I'm going to save it, and then we'll see if siding with the Shapers in that last fight has an effect, or if I need to go with the rebels. What do I have to do to prove myself to you? Or why? I say so. We're losing the rebellion. We have created the tool that will win the war and burn away the Shapers. We have earned our dominion. The Dracons wish to rule in the Shapers' place? No, I don't think so. Maybe. Yes. We will see what Galdring decides. Then we will discuss it with your kind, what we should do. We know that we will not rule everything with the power and control of the Shapers. However, we will not be meek equals. We are not your equal. We are stronger. So once we win the war for you, we will talk. What do I need to do to get in the inner chambers? You need to prove yourself. Greta does not want us to do anything without an envoy of her half of the rebellion. Fine. We must show you we're worthy to take part, and you must help us with something that needs doing. The Unbound are ready. Final designs and must have a final test to make sure they are ready for operation and battle against one full shaping skills. Happily, you are here. Tell Greta you are ready. Then go to the testing hall to the northwest. We'll find the 3 designs. Once we see that they function, we'll be satisfied. This is madness. We can find others in the Citadel who are willing to be tested. If you can convince them, they will join you in the testing chamber. But there is no one, aside from Greta. But that's okay, because I can handle it. 3 sorts. Yep. Use fire, spread damage, and pacification. Kill Unbound? No! Let's fight them for a period of time. When you have damaged one enough, we will extend our minds and regain control of it. Fight anymore, we hope. We simply need to see them fighting to make sure they are functioning well. And if I refuse to be tested, make the Unbound without you. Direct them with no consultation from the humans and serve also the rebellion. Greta will be tested by herself, and she will probably die. For all our humiliations at the hands of the Shapers, giving such directions to humans gives us great pleasure. Oh well, I'm about as buffed as I can be. Although I think I need more essence. I am not full. There we go. Glad I caught that. I should be saving in the second slot. Testing hall. Let's go. And she teleports. I was pointless to buff her in here last time because she teleports and has no stats. Much health. Unbound into Greta has 852 HP. Sure, you can do that. Eventually this slowing will wear off and you actually take an action. Jeez. Well, we're still pasted anyway. That one's about to turn off. those two, they'll be off. What else? Disturbance. Where do I go exactly? Thank you. If I have to turn them off, I will. But I might pause the video for it. Okey then. Gotta make sure everyone gets out. Crystal does not have the little bonus to strength that I gave her last time either, because I didn't gain those levels inside the dark dungeon, but hopefully that won't matter. Taking turns. wasted him, I think. If I could just get in the doorway. Block them. That one just has this death wish. Crystal, you're gonna have to run in there and just take it on the chin. You have a chin, you can handle it, hopefully. Everyone but all one. Lock. There you go. That'll have to work. Well, those all according to plan. Better fight. Tougher than they used to be, but still. Everyone made it. I think everyone made it. Alwyn, Miranda, Wingle, Wartrawl, and Thornflinger. But what about the other soldiers? They should be there too, but it didn't give me a text message saying they made it. Oh well. Yeah, they're gone. Back to start. There they are. Two of them. Another Thornflinger, Elite Warrior, and okay. Everyone made it. They just took off in the wrong direction for some reason. Oh well. They're there now. Everybody's here. About 2,000 HP between this area and the last area. Can you explain this? if I had been building endurance for most of the game, endurance and strength, I would be about there. My endurance is actually very low for a warrior type. Oh yeah, that's why I gotta kill you. Endurance of 8. It's hard to tell with the floating eyeball. It's good stuff. Gotta have your priorities. I don't know what Alwyn's doing. Probably because he can't pathfind right now. Or he should be able to. Who the heck knows? What are you guys doing? You're going too far. Rude. There we go. You should be dispelled. Go dispel yourself. And 285% chance misses in a row. I blame them for getting distracted by Outrage Horizon. Maybe a little bit will help. I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm here. We just killed the freaking eye beast. To stop combat. I can't. Because it starts up instantly. Wow, you guys are really obnoxious and very eager. To save the game, but apparently that wingboat had to ruin everybody by being way out in front. It was one of the real, it was the real wingboat, so that's a little less helpful having the last area. Tell me I can't get there. I can pass. probably will be once it turn cycles. Just conserve your energy, Crystal. Hang on. I wonder if it factors regeneration or damage. With my luck, it'll be the other way around. Oh, she's still alive. But still taking acid damage. And I missed my turn because I'm slow, which is amazing. There you go, Crystal. You should be okay now, and I can get back into the fight. As much as you could hope for. Alright, be right back. Alright guys, here we are. The last bit. We have some extra help here. Enter the first of a series of huge shaping chambers. You can look down the halls and see proceeding into the distance. Enormous, hastily constructed stone halls full of shaping machinery and dimly lit by glowing crystal conduits. They're full of shaping tanks, huge iron globes reinforced with pure steel cables. Tanks like these are made to create exceptionally complex and powerful creations, like, say, the Unbound. Tanks are occupied. They are made to shake and vibrate by the Unbound within. The beasts are inside, nearly complete, just beginning to gain awareness and desire release. Having sampled the power of these creatures, you shudder to think what the army before you could accomplish should it be successfully completed. And they will be ready soon. The Shapers have gotten here just ahead of you, so calmly examining the tanks and assessing the situation. When you enter, General Alwyn says you're finally here. Not to leave without you. Come, we have a plan. So we have an extra war troll, 2 elite warriors, and a thornflower. Maybe that will make up for my lack of experience. Trader recently attempted to use a nearby control panel. The panel's defenses reacted badly. Its arms were reshaped into 2 twisted, useless stumps. The blast of power threw him against the pillars, smashing it. The panel shorted out, but the loyalist soldier was killed. Raygon's at the worked well. She looks better than she did in the warrants. Less heat, more battle, both agree with her. She gives a jaunty grin and jerks her thumb towards General Alwyn. Hey, talk to the boss. He's in charge now. I'm just following and hitting. General Alwyn turns to you, loses visor. He sees that you are in good fighting condition. He nods. You have trapped the rats in their hole. It's time for the final assault. I will brief you. There are things you need to know, then we can attack. Though he looks strong and eager to fight, he is clearly been drained by the effort of fighting his way here. His reserves of essence are becoming depleted. What are we going to do? Best places to attack the disposition of the power stations. They are guarded. We should be able to take them with Once they are down, we should be able to assault the main control room. This will be our victory. We've discovered, however, the Dracons have set traps for us. That is why we need your help. What's guarding the power stations? Just a bunch of rogues. Together we can take them. What do you need me for? The shaver points at the corpse on the floor nearby. The pedestals are trapped. They have essence in them, like the accursed canisters. If someone who isn't at least in part a creation touches them, it warps them fatally. You've been touched by the Geneforge. We believe that you'll be able to use controls without being killed. You believe this is the case? It's a good guess. They would enable their own life crafters to use the controls. To do otherwise would be idiotic, even for a rebel. Of course, we may be wrong. In this case, after your death, we will have to improvise. Without me, you have no chance. Not at all. We can make waves of creations and send them in to smash everything, but that would be slower and more difficult. Far easier for you to use you. Follow us to the power controls, deactivate them, and then we can rush the control chamber, butcher some rebels, and use the controls to destroy the Unbound. Easy work. Okay. Okay, they've gained a bit of weight since the last I saw them, but these soldiers have lost weight. That's all I'm going to do for them. Let's go. I'm ready. And I'm going to do this. Same as last time. Golems, deactivate, go. Hit them here before the defenders get there. But the defenders are here. Smacked by Rodgroff. Wee, fire bolts. Careful, Mr. Alwyn. Don't forget the reload, Mr. Alwyn. I'm the follower. golem guy. Okay. Thanks for the backup, guys. Good job. That didn't hit Crystal? What a pain in the butt. Saying that General Awan is an elite warrior. That was a bug. Okay. I suppose he is an elite warrior, but he's not that elite warrior. You get what I'm saying? Stab you! Poor golem. Didn't do anything to deserve this. It's bad. Your armor plating, Crystal. Endure. They're down. Before they can recover, charge their main control room. Don't stop fighting until they're dead. No prisoners. I suppose that's about as much as I can hope for. Slow down, guys. Just calm down. And I thought to do that. kill Carcass out in the other room? We killed a red Dracon, or Drakon. I don't know. No one is fighting Greta. We all knew it would turn out this way. Two generals, Alwyn and Greta, stop for a moment. They turn and face each other. One lifts his visor. There are strange looks on their faces. A combination of sadness, fear, and resolve. You know that once, long ago, these two traveled together, at the beginning of the rebellion. With a third Shaper, they all went their separate ways. Alwyn stayed loyal to the Shapers. Greta joined the rebellion. The third one mysteriously disappeared. Now, Alwyn and Greta's paths have crossed again. Oh, they were never friends. They must have once looked after each other's lives. Now it appears at least one of them must die. Each gives the other a solemn salute in battle. Interesting. This didn't happen last time because they didn't get close to each other. Jeez, little helpers aren't going to live very long. Outsiders were not meant to survive this, I guess. Okay, defense. Then stab her in the face. That war troll's gonna fight the dust here in a second. Crystal got slowed. That's not cool. Have hasted Crystal and then charged. Well, that was uncalled for. Did she make two creations? She did. Greta. Over to my assist. Look out, Crystal! Crystal's panicking. She got more health. It's up to her to recover. Ow! Could you attack Lumengold or Greta instead of... whatever. Just do as you want. Just going to hang out there. That's okay. She can do that. She has worked long and hard to get where she is today. Oh, she regenerated enough life to calm down. Regeneration. Oh, I wanted the final blow. What's that? There you go. Alright, every other creation should go first, I know. First. Gotta go over here. Because this is for the Trakovite ending, so I need to do that thing with the controls again. Don't mess with anything, just flip the security lock. I do not know what any of the other things do. Probably make the place explode. If I go down, I'm taking you with me. And set flow to high. Okay. And the Shapers do not have the Dracon specifications now. As far as I know, this will probably still be a crappy ending for me because, you know, I'm not in super cozy with the rebels. So I'm probably going to get my head lopped off, but at least it'll play out differently, rebellion-wise. Complete the Unbound. Yes, that is more power, but not nearly enough. You won't kill them that way. That amount of power would only fit... No! You can't be! Just for his blade. Too late. Two smooth motions, you cut the power and hit the open switch. As the Unbound begin to emerge. Hear their shrieks of joy, life. A new stage of war begins. One after another, the shaping bats open. The Unbound begin to emerge. These are not the prototypes and incomplete versions you have met so far. They're fully armored, completely in command of their abilities. They are terrifying. They come out by the dozens, enough to form a devastating army, undamaged by the efforts of the Shapers. It is such a glorious sight that it is easy to miss the smoke coming from the machinery, damaged by the high power flow your sabotage. Your sabotage had an effect. Once they emerge, the Unbound begin to roam around, confused. This is a brief time when their minds are empty, waiting for someone to take control. Then they can be marched to the Shaper lands and turned loose. Genon looks at you, stunned. He tries to decide whether to die now, fighting a futile battle, or flee back to Shaper lands and face the consequences of his failure. Pats his sword, considering the peace and freedom from guilt that his death would bring. But, like a true Shaper, he refuses to take the easy way out. He gives you a grim salute, then turns and flees the room. The Unbound grow more and more agitated. Some look like they are already about to go rogue, and Akari Blaze is no longer here to control them. The Dracons rush in from other parts of the complex, trying to reassure and control the creatures. They have some success, although they are too busy to realize what has gone wrong. The Unbound are gathered in groups and let out. However, the creatures are unpredictable and quick to anger. It will be a struggle to deliver them safely to Shaper lands. During this process, you try to slip away quietly. The Dracons don't let you. With so many Unbound to back them up, you aren't able to resist. You sit and wait. The Dracons know that you are fighting with the Shapers. Right now, they're too busy to decide what to do with you. That won't last forever. I wonder if I'd sided with the rebels during that ending sequence, if the ending would play out better for me. I have no idea. I might play through it again on my own time right afterwards and see. We'll see. Unbound have barely been let out of the halls before the Dracons have begun the plan of creation of the next generation of them. They have an Unbound brought back for inspection and look over the shaping vats. The Unbound are found to be exactly what they wanted. Huge, powerful, efficient. They will be able to match the Shapers in power and halt their invasion. Dracons see the condition of the vats. Last they realize the full extent of the power surge you created. The Unbound are healthy, but the delicate machinery of the vats has been destroyed. The Dracon project will have to begin from the beginning. The Dracons' triumphant joy is gone in an instant. Their dreams of dominion have been dealt a massive blow, and it doesn't take long for the muttering to start. We must punish the saboteurs. That poor Servile. You know he's going to tear that Servile apart. Eventually, the Dracons decide to deal with you. Not having the energy or resources to fight dozens of these creatures at once, you let them shackle you. You are led out of the main gate of Northforge Citadel to see the Unbound emerge. It's a time of great celebration. It seems that like the entire population of the Grey Ghost Mountains comes to watch the creations. Humans, a few nervous servile cultists, the cryo-drakes, in a gesture of solidarity, have cleared the main road for their passage. As everyone eats and drinks and cheers, the Unbound emerge, walking in 2 straight lines. Dracons are mixed in these lines, concentrating on keeping the Unbound under control until they can be turned loose in Shaper lands. And yet, Akari Blaze is absent. As the parade passes, you can sense a cacophony of minds. The Unbound, without his calming influence, will be very difficult to get to Western Terrestria without incident. The Unbound are a glorious sight. But you have to admit, whatever misgivings may have been had about their creation, they are fantastic products of the shaping art. Then they are gone, and you are still here, in chains, ready to answer to the Dracons for your actions. You are taken to a cell and forgotten for a long time as the war rages on. The Dracons are led west to meet the Shapers, who have already begun to invade Berwyn province. When the Shapers see what is coming, they retreat to the western morass, hoping to stop the devastating force of the rebels there. Without the guidance of Akari Blaze, the Unbound crossing rebel lands have their problems. Some of them go rogue, causing serious casualties and doing a lot of damage. Even Darrington Freehold is partially burned by a rogue Unbound attack. At last the day comes when the Unbound are brought to the western morass. The Dracons prepare to turn loose their creations. Their final command: go west, destroy all you find, show no mercy. Then the battle begins. The very first time in a conflict between a Shaper and rebel army, the rebels are victorious. The Unbound were very well designed. They agitate the enemy creations, use magic to weaken the defenders, and smash their lines. Once they have won, they do not pause. They flood into Shaper lands, ready to deal to the enemy a full measure of suffering. The Unbound fell upon complacent Shaper cities and settlements, burning and killing. They spent little time resting, less time eating. They listened only to the voices placed in their minds by their creators, whispering hatred of the Shapers. Since the numbers of the first generation Unbound were weak, they could not function unsupported. Much of the rebel army had to go with them. Birdwood province was reinforced, but plans to retake Ilia province were abandoned. As predicted, the Shapers had to withdraw their forces to fight the Unbound. They also had to spend considerable resources to calm minor rebellions and panics caused by the merciless advance of the mad creations. So the rebellion was far from lost. At last, the Shapers were on the defensive, their own power used without limits and turned against them. And yet, All was not tranquil in the lands of the rebellion. The arrogance of the Dracons only increased, as did the feeling that they were entitled to command the rebellion in its entirety, creation and human. And both the humans and the Servals were sickened by the horrible carnage in Western Terrestria. At last I began to feel sympathy for the loyalist innocents that were dying or fleeing the fires engulfing their lands. The rebels realized the true extent of the horror that had been created. The Dracons were still rebuilding the machinery your sabotage destroyed. Rebels, human and Serval, demanded that the Dracons stop creating more Unbound. They wanted to win their freedom, it is true, but they did not want to destroy all of Terrestria to do it. The Dracons tried to ignore them, but they soon found that, as strong as they were, they could not act alone. They found, much to their dismay, that they still needed the knowledge and skills of the other rebels to function. And so the first generation of Unbound remained, the only generation, and they would live as long as needed to hold off the Shapers. It was decided that the power to shape was leading to both sides to a fate too horrible to contemplate. But the war was not over. It was only in stalemate. The killing continued. As the Unbound began the rampage, you sit in a cell in Northforge Citadel waiting to get your head lopped off. You learned bits of gossip about the progress of the war from the Servals and Drakes who bring you food. Though you, in the end, completed their work, the Dracons know that you are helping the Shapers. The Dracon hatred for the Shapers and their allies is total. They've determined that you will pay. I have a lot of gold, I could give you that. Blood debt? No. But time passes. The tales of the horrors created by the Unbound spread through the rebel lands, sometimes late at night when the guards walk by your cell, one of them whispers to you, "It's good that you finally came to our side, even if you have to pay." You sit and think and try to picture the punishment awaiting you. Perhaps you will be sent to a remote and miserable outpost for the rest of your life, sent into exile and chains to pay for your deeds with a life of misery. Chopping block. The Dracons are much tidier than that. You fought against them on the side of the Shapers. That makes you roughly equivalent to the Shapers in their eyes. And though in the end you brought about their final victory, you get little time to contemplate it. Even before it was clear the Unbound would be able to freely rampage through the Shapers' lands, they passed their sentence on you. There was some kindness, though. They wanted to eat you. Instead, as a humanoid, you were allowed a relatively quick and merciful beheading. Yay, beheading! And thus the Great Eastern Rebellion continued. For a short time the Dracons threw off all restrictions on the power of shaping and unleashed the true destructive power of the art. And then some sense of sanity was restored. The two sides were in a stalemate. They stared at each other across the wastes and looked for an advantage, and each watched the Unbound with terror. For a moment the power of shaping without limit was unleashed. Everyone saw the horrors that could be created, and in a moment of sanity stepped back. As the war continued, people, Shaper, and Rebel began to wonder, what horrible events have we avoided? And can we still keep them from coming to pass? At last Terrestria wondered if the power to shape invariably corrupts, and if so, who will be strong and wise enough to convince the people to stop? The end. Whew, well, I kind of expected that. Well, like I said, I'm going to play through the ending sequence on the Rebel side and see how that pans out, since whenever I complete the Unbound, Alwyn just books it and leaves me there. So, not that the Shapers would be any more gentle with me, I'm sure. But yeah, we'll see if I don't, like, openly disobey the Rebels. If the ending's not really all that different, then this will probably be it. Alright, guys? You all take care for now, and I will talk to you in the next one. Which is unfortunately the last one. But it's the biggest one, so there's that. I'll see y'all later, okay? Bye-bye for now.